It started with just 2 restaurants in Greater Portland at the beginning of the pandemic. But Cooking for Community is now delivering nearly 3,000 meals to hungry Mainers every week. And the program is also helping these establishments stay afloat in a tough economy, and it's expanding. News Center Maine's Vivian Lee has the story from Lewiston.
Zach Pratt is in his element, serving up Asian fusion cuisine at Boba Restaurant in the heart of downtown Lewiston. His eatery, though, is operating at limited capacity under strict guidelines against the spread of COVID-19.
And the bottom line's been really tough to tackle these days. The supply chain has been increasing prices every month.
Boba is now one of a dozen restaurants that are cooking up ready-to-eat meals for thousands facing food insecurity. Cooking for Community pays restaurants to deliver meals to nearly a dozen local social service organizations, in turn helping struggling eateries keep employees on the payroll. Boba is the first participating restaurant outside the Greater Portland area. Every Friday, 130 gourmet meals are heading to the Lewiston Housing Authority.
Thank you so much.
Oh, not a problem.
For residents who live in the Blake Street Towers and Healy Terrace. Chris Kilmurray is the executive director of the Lewiston Housing Authority. He says the authority is working on securing a grant to help feed more residents in the future.
Food insecurity is something that's been around long before the pandemic started and will be here long after. So if we can keep this going.
Part of our goal is to feed people. And
Ellie Lennon Lowe is the organizer for Cooking for Community, which is now providing nearly 3,000 meals weekly, and more than 40,000 have been delivered since early April. But restaurant owners, though, have concerns as fall draws near.
They're terrified about what's going to happen when September and October come and the weather starts to get cold and outdoor dining shuts down and the tourists leave.
The demand for meals is also expected to grow as unemployment benefits decrease and the homeless look for food and shelter from the cold. But Pratt says he's up for the challenge.
I set a goal for myself to raise $25,000 for this area. You know, that could stretch to, 500 meals a week for the remainder of the year and on.
To help feed a need that never goes away. In Lewiston, Vivian Lee, News Center, Maine.
A Massachusetts supermarket chain opened its second Maine store today. Market Basket is now open at Rock Row in Westbrook. Shoppers say it was nice to see all those fully stocked shelves, unlike some of the bare grocery store shelves they recall from early in the pandemic. They also say this is good news for Westbrook and for Maine.
I mean, it's going to bring more people here. Right now, it's hard to bring people here because of COVID, but for the town, I think it's going to be huge. Losing the mill and losing other businesses around here, I hope they can make it.
The store will employ more than 300 people in the Westbrook area.